Welcome to KSRI's Academy, and now let's get into daily news headline analysis of 30 August 2021. NITI backs for tax breaks to achieve monetization goal. So, National Institute of Transforming India, which is abbreviated as NITI, has been set up in the year 2015. It replaces Planning Commission, and it is chaired by Prime Minister. వైస్ చైర్మన్ ని ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ నామినేట్ చేస్తారు అండ్ ఇందులో ఒక రీజనల్ కౌన్సిల్ ఉంటుంది. It will address regional issues. Regional council consists of prime minister, chief ministers of all states, and lieutenant governors of all union territories as its members. And Niti Aayog ad hoc membership kuda istaru. That is, 2 members from leading universities will be given membership, and ex officio membership kuda istaru. Union Council of Ministers నుండి Prime Minister 4 members ని nominate చేస్తారు నీతి ఆయోగ్ membership కోసం, and Chief Executive Officer will also be nominated by Prime Minister for a given period, and experts ఇంకా స్పెషలిస్ట్ ని కూడా నామినేట్ చేస్తారు ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్. సో గవర్నమెంట్ రీసెంట్ గా నేషనల్ మానిటైజేషన్ పైప్ లైన్ లాంచ్ చేశారు. ఇందులో ఆల్మోస్ట్ 6 lakh crore వర్త్ అసెట్స్ ని మానిటైజ్ చేద్దాం, ప్రైవేట్ ఎంటిటీస్ ని ఇన్వాల్వ్ చేసి మానిటైజ్ చేయాలని గవర్నమెంట్ డిసైడ్ అయ్యారు. సో ఈ నేషనల్ మానిటైజేషన్ పైప్ లైన్ ఓనర్షిప్ విల్ నాట్ బి గివెన్ టు ప్రైవేట్ ఎంటిటీస్, ఓన్లీ రైట్స్ విల్ బి గివెన్ టు దెమ్. Niti Aayog has recommended that the government should give income tax breaks to attract retail investors into instruments such as infrastructure investment trusts. Infrastructure investment trusts are similar to mutual funds. It enables individuals and institutional investors to invest in infrastructural projects directly, and in return they will have a small portion of revenue. The government plans to use infrastructure investment trusts and our real estate investment trust group to monetize public assets such as highways, gas pipelines, railway tracks, power transmission lines, which have been identified as an important element for national monetization pipeline. It also recommends that infrastructure investment trust to be included in insolvency and bankruptcy code. Oil palm plant is a recipe for disaster. So Union government recently Andaman and Nicobar Islands lo inka northeastern states lo oil palm cultivation promote cheyalani chustundi, and many politicians and environmental experts are warning that it could be disastrous. Endukante దీని కోసం rainforest ఇంకా native biodiversity destruct చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది, and other concerns include impact on community ownership of tribal lands, impact on small farmers in the country, as the crop is water guzzling monoculture crop with a long gestation period, which is unsuitable for the farmers. But government a land ఎక్కువ oil palm cultivation ki and oilseed cultivation ki suitable ani, and northeastern lo a land already clear గా ఉందని చెప్తుంది. Meghalaya MP Agastya Sangma in a letter to the minister warned that the focus areas for biodiversity hotspots in ecologically fragile regions and oil palm plantations would dilute forest cover and destroy the habitat of endangered wildlife. China to require foreign vessels to report in territorial water. So China authorities said that they will require a range of vessels to report their information while passing through what China sees as its territorial waters. So China territorial waters ante it is the sea which is immediately adjacent to the state's shore, and it comes in the jurisdiction of the state. China territorial water look enter a vessel aina, it has to provide Chinese authorities information. And over 5 trillion trade passes through South China Sea, and 55% of India's trade passes through its waters and the Malacca Strait, according to estimates by the Indian Ministry of External Affairs. China claims most of the South China Sea water under the 9-dash line. So 9-dash line is a demarcation which is considered by China, and through this it claims the major part of South China Sea, and it is disputed by several other countries, including Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia. So the Maritime and Safety Administration said in a notice that operations of submersible nuclear vessels ships carrying radioactive material, and ships carrying bunk oil, chemicals, liquefied gas, and other toxic, harmful substances are required to report their detailed information upon their visits to Chinese territorial water, and also said that it has the power to reject a vessel entry to China waters if the vessel is found to pose threat to China's national security. So China territorial waterlock enter a vessel aina, it has to provide them detailed information upon their vessels, and China can reject a vessel if it thinks it can pose threat to its national security. So the 9-dash line, which gives states right to establish a territorial sea up to 12 nautical miles, is deemed by most countries as being inconsistent with the United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. So UNCLOS is an international organization. It establishes a legal framework on all marine and maritime activities. It is against the 9-dash line, and according to UNCLOS, all ships of all countries can enjoy the right of innocent passage through the territorial sea. Thank you.